You're listening to Goons, Games, and Gear, the sexiest gaming podcast in the world.
Palworld review.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is gonna be short, probably. But we say that every time, and then our videos are like
An hour long.
quadruple what we always think they are.
Right.
We played the game when it came out with
On
everybody
Game Pass.
on Game Pass. This
Right.
is a Game Pass review, not a PC review.
Right.
We heard the PC port was a little better, but also had the same errors the first day for servers at least, which that's fine. It's
Right.
an early access game. It was really popular. They expected nobody to play it for whatever reason. That's a stupid excuse. But,
Right.
I had fun. I had a lot more fun than I thought I would playing that game. I thought the game would come out and be like the day before, which was how that ended.
Right, a disaster.
But they honestly kind of pulled one out. The game's not 100% what I expected it to be, but we'll go into that, I guess. So,
I'm gonna say the opposite side of the coin. Well, it is fun. I don't know. For me, I'll probably never play it solo. I play it with friends. There's a lot going on. It feels like a commitment that I just don't have time for. There's base building.
Right.
There's a lot more to the game than we were even able to access. Like there's the guns part.
The game, it's a survival game, so you're like gathering materials and stuff to build your base, and then you have to do that to get like upgrades and get new pals and stuff like that. I didn't know that whole aspect of the game was gonna be there.
Right.
The first gym, to relate it to Pokemon, which is not Pokemon.
It's not Pokemon.
But the first gym you go to fight is like a grind to get to. I think you comfortably have to be at level 25 to go fight it by yourself. In co-op, you can play the whole game co-op. It's easier in co-op, obviously, but
Right.
I mean, it is a grind. I think there's 8 of the towers to do. I'm not sure though. I haven't gotten far enough in the game.
Right. It sounds like it's gonna be tens of maybe even hundreds of hours.
You have to grind, like crazy, and then worry about your base getting destroyed, and make sure you're still keeping up on the survival aspect of the game, and
Right.
and then if you try to join anybody's world or anything, you're restarting, and you can't bring your character over for some reason. At least on Game Pass.
Right.
I think on PC you can, but
Really?
Yeah, or at least import the character design maybe, but not your pals and stuff.
Right.
So
I mean, I can understand that. Okay, on Xbox, it's limited to 4. I think they're looking into getting it to 32. I know they're definitely looking into crossplay,
right.
which would be pretty.
Which would
nice.
help the
Yeah,
game a lot.
Yeah, it helped the game. Although it really doesn't need the help if it's at millions of players still on.
I know people are
on
playing
Steam.
it crazy.
Yeah, playing it like crazy. I don't really fall for the whole they're just copying Pokemon verbatim.
Yeah, no,
I just don't. I don't.
There's a couple of things that are a little sketchy, but
Right.
come on. I mean,
you only design around a rabbit so many times before.
right before it's just a
We're just-
score bunny or
right,
whatever.
right, or just before just a rabbit.
Yeah.
I is there PvP? I don't think so, right?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. There's no online battles.
Right.
My was
I kind of
complaint?
I want there to be a raid boss in the sense of that's a server a community server event where it's these giant pals. I want them to be so powerful it needs everyone to base build and have your defenses up a god tier.
Oh, that would be cool.
Right.
That would be cool. My biggest complaint with the game is that it's probably not gonna live long.
Really?
Because these games in early access, they don't update them fast enough and add more content. Now this game, granted, seems like it's gonna be way longer to 100% or complete or do whatever. Just even beating the main gyms or whatever they're called in it.
Right.
But they after a while it just loses that flavor for everybody. What was it, Lost Ark, for example, the Amazon MMO?
Yeah.
That game died after 2 weeks because people reached endgame in that time, and then Amazon was well, we're not updating anything on it, this is the game. And everybody's what are you talking about?
Let's see here. I just want to bring up they came out with a roadmap I don't remember if it was really any good.
I assume it's just like for patch notes about making the game run smoother.
Yeah, they're definitely working on
at
the critical issues like bugs and stuff like that.
Right.
Concerning excessive access congestion as part of the game's popularity, server issues. Okay. Currently, numerous bugs have been identified. Sometimes world date may experience rollbacks. The loading screen may persist when trying to load into worlds, and so on.
Oh, they have planned future updates. Okay.
Yeah. So PvP. Oh, raid bosses. Pal Arena PvP for pals. What's the difference? Wait, so there's PvP for... Oh, I guess maybe PvP like...
For the people?
Yeah, for people.
They have stats. Yeah.
I would rather get PvP for Arena for pals than for me.
Yeah, I'm not going to go and stick fight people or
right.
whatever.
Right.
I guess, though, because you have the guns later on, so I guess it would be more like a Fortnite 1v1 almost kind of thing. Yeah.
Steam, Xbox crossplay, right? Various Xbox feature improvements, right? Server transfers and migrations, improvements. So server transfers, I assume,
transfer your pals to wherever.
Improvements to the building system, new islands, pals, bosses, and technologies.
All right, so it's like a pretty generic roadmap. The PvP raid bosses and PvP arena are in blue, which I assume means they're prioritizing those.
I thought it was the opposite. I thought it was the critical issues they were working on first.
Or just in, like, this section.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If you look up this screenshot, like the roadmap screenshot, you'll see what we mean.
Oh, it says improvements to implement ASAP. Key configuration improvements to base PAL AI and pathing.
Yeah, the PALs, like, sometimes you'll throw them out and they'll do nothing. They'll just stand there.
I don't want to work.
The AI for them is pretty wonky, I guess, with detecting, like, an enemy nearby or something.
You know, this game kind of shows how desperate people are for, like, a moss or tamer that isn't Pokemon. On a big scale.
So I was thinking about that the other day. And
yet they won't give, any attention to, like, Cassette Beasts or Koromon.
Well, that's the thing. I think I mentioned it in... What was the other Palworld video we did, which you guys should check out? It was about, like, the Pokemon fans crying of that Palworld's too much like Pokemon. But it's like... These Nintendo or Pokemon Company at least never has to worry about Pokemon being in danger unless someone comes out and like releases a banger game that's like huge like this. Like this,
right.
In terms of popularity, this game they should worry about. But otherwise, like it's not like a giant threat to them, right? Like everybody's still gonna play Pokemon. Everybody knows Pokemon, and it's just gonna keep going forever.
Right.
But games like Koromon. Cassette Beasts, Dragon Quest Monsters, all these Monster Rancher, all these other like Monster Tamer games. They just like they come out and they like do well and with their niche like communities, but none of them ever like get this giant, right? So this was the first one where it was like, holy hell, like Nintendo, like watch out, like 8 million people bought this game or whatever.
Right. I mean, I think this game's in a very good. Can I talk?
Yeah.
Okay. A very good position to, like, survive. I know you said before, like, you don't see it happening, but considering how much money they've gotten from this game because of how many people bought it on, like, Steam.
Right.
And the Game Pass money they're getting, I mean, they have the funds to, like, expand and, like, add these features, hopefully sooner than later. I'm hoping this means they're going to add to their team. And like that way they can.
I think it's only 2 guys or something.
No way.
Who made this game,
really?
Right? I think it's like a really small team.
Well, they should increase that team ASAP because they're gonna, like if they want this game to thrive, like you said, they need like monthly updates.
They started with just 10 people and hired 40 more.
Okay, so 50.
Budget is estimated to be 1 billion yen, which is $75 million.
$6.5 million. Okay, I mean, yeah, but like, that's really not a lot for
a video game now. Yeah, they're like multi-billion-dollar budgets now, right? For video games.
I don't think it's billions, but definitely
it's
hundreds of millions. Yeah, but like this, if the game wants to like keep being popular, it needs to have like monthly updates.
Right. That's why I'm afraid the content's just not going to come out fast enough for people. And something else will come out and they'll kind of forget about it and leave it in the dust. Like, there will always be a core fan base for this game that, like... And I'm sure once you grind to the end, like, by then, there'll be, like, more stuff out for it, hopefully, but... Here's
my question, though. How are they going to make the PvP for pals, like... How's that going to work? Because There's no EVs. There's no IVs. You can give them. I mean, is it like giving them weapons? Is it like?
It's levels. They can get those special characteristics,
Right.
Where they're like, I mean, like the only one I remember is Good Worker, for example, but that was like for the base stuff. I mean, maybe I don't remember. Do they have stats like attack and stuff? They have stats, so there might be like high rolls and stuff like that in the game. Like, how could a PAL be competitive? Palworld.
I made this PAL competitive. You can't evolve.
Right, PALs don't evolve.
Right, because like I can't expect the chicken PAL to be as strong as like the giant leaf dinosaur.
Oh, so it looks like there are just like better PALs, I guess.
Yeah, I mean I could definitely see that.
So,
but I'm curious on how that works with like how competitive would work. If they're, I mean, all the other PV doesn't mean it's gonna have ranked, which would be kind of annoying. I don't know. Let me just control the PAL. I wonder if they'll let you control the PAL. That would be cool. Like
could be that. Yeah, that would be cool.
Or like you control it, but
instead of bringing the tamer in and then you just like do that.
Right.
I mean, maybe it becomes more. No, I guess not a turn based, but yeah, you would control the PALs as you send them out.
Right.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, otherwise you're just literally like you're running in there and you're throwing them at them and using the abilities when you think is strategically useful, and then that's it, I guess, right?
Right. And, I mean, the thing for this game is like it's still a grind. Like it definitely is going to top like 100 hours to like complete. And like,
right, the competitive scene is for these like diehard people that are going to be in it so far. Like,
it'd be interesting if you could like invade a world and like attack their base because there's like the raids, right?
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah.
That would be cool. But as for what's out now, like, I mean, at least they kind of hit the mark. Like, there is base building, there is labor, there's like catching. There's definitely levels of the PALs. It's just like, I don't know. For me, I like in Pokemon, I like the battling, I like the strategic part of it. And it doesn't have that, which is that's fine. It's just it's just not necessarily for me. But if you like base builders / survivals. I hope they have like a hardcore mode, like a
permadeath mode or something.
Yeah,
that would be cool. Add like a Nuzlocke mode and stuff like that to it.
I don't know if it's
hard to do with games like this though.
Actually, no, they could do a Nuzlocke if it was a randomized Nuzlocke in the sense of spawns.
Right.
So because like as I interpret it, each island has like ranging levels.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, but if they made it so like when you start a game like. The level range and what you can find is just completely random.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that would be the only way they could realistically do it because that, or at least that's how I interpret it.
Right.
But I mean, you guys were having a lot of fun. I was getting pissed off because they kept crashing on me and
the server issues were unbearable the first day, which just happens. I mean, the AI is like a little wonky for the PALs, which is it's fine. I guess they'll fix that.
Right.
I mean. Other than that, I mean...
For what it's worth, I don't plan on going back to this game unless it's with friends. It's a definitely kind of game you got to put a grind in, whether you're with friends or not.
Right.
It's probably better with friends because you build stuff faster and like a base.
Right. Multiple people working on multiple things just expedites it, so...
Rob just likes building.
Right. Rob sits and upgrades the base while we go out and catch things, and then everybody goes into the gym eventually, so... I'm
really curious what this game will look like when it hits 1.0. Like
that too, right? Like early access games, like there's a lot to this game already. Like a 1.0 version of it, like I can't imagine what's going to be in it.
Right.
So
and once they make AI improvements, maybe it'll be even harder if the AI is smarter enough.
Right.
But it like if you have Game Pass, I would say still try it out. Like you can't go wrong on Game Pass. Oh yeah,
it's free. Just download it.
And it's only $30 on Steam, right? I think
so. Yeah, it's not. It's like I think it's like 27. It's like a weird number. I think it's 30, but not actually 30.
Like before after tax.
Right.
Palworld Steam price. I'm just curious because that kind of influences my thoughts. No, it's a 30. Yeah, but still for like.
I think it was on sale for the first week. It was like 10% off
I think you're talking about the South Asia version that was only $10.49.
I'm buying it in that region from now on.
So like for $30, I mean.
It's a lot of game for $30. You could buy worse games for $30. So.
Right, like Naruto Storm connections. You can buy, which is like more than double that price.
Yeah.
So, especially if friends to play it with, especially on Game Pass. You know, actually, I didn't think about this. It's gonna be pandemonium of the 32 people on Steam. That's a lot.
Yeah, actually, it's gotta be insane.
I wonder
having that many people in there at once.
You think it increases like the spawn rates too?
Probably.
Like,
would be my guess.
That'd be a lot.
As people are like everywhere, all over the maps.
Right. I think people are gonna have a lot of fun with the base building. Like making like dungeon or
they're gonna be like really creative with it.
What they really should do, they have a good opportunity to make actual gyms in terms of like or towers. Make your own, like PvP is going to someone's world and challenging a tower.
Oh yeah,
right? Like someone built it, cool. Like build your own arena.
Right.
But again, I would want it so you can control the PAL, and I don't know. I think balancing for this game is gonna be really tricky because like everyone's gonna have the same things if like
right. Everybody's just gonna use those S tier things, right. So
I don't know. They're gonna have to they'll have to figure that out. I don't know how. Actually, well, the only way I could think about is like while your pals are fighting, you're fighting too, like in your own body with like the guns and stuff. But like I don't know. It also depends on how many. Well, like you can have all your pals out at the same time, right?
No,
you can't.
Only one at a time.
Only one time. Okay.
Yeah.
Then if that's the case, then yeah, I guess like the pals are fighting. You're fighting their gun.
Right.
I don't know.
The pals just kind of keep coming out as they die or whatever. So.
Yeah.
Because you would just die too quickly, so it'd have to be like. I don't know how it would work. It would be like, because if you just died, then it would just be over, right?
Right, yeah, exactly. So
maybe it's like you guys, the people have boosted health while the pals have their normal health or something like that.
Right.
So, but yeah, balancing is just going to be weird.
Yeah, it's going to be, it has a very interesting path forward. I don't think it's a Pokemon killer by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
But I think it's an interesting alternative that has a completely different aspect to it because it's not just monster taming. Right. It's base building.
It's base building. It's a shooter. It's a adventure game. It's
right. Although it doesn't really have like an actual story, right? It's literally.
I don't know. You just go. You do the gyms. I mean.
Well, then again, the tutorial's so long. I mean.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean. Very
your
long.
Base to like level 7. It takes a while.
What I'm gonna give a criticism for this. I really think they should have streamlined the tutorial by like not just saying, "Hey, build this." What they should have done was guide you on how to build it, and then like as a mission, streamline it. Like it's like the top right tutorial box is like, "Oh, build this, build this, build this."
Right.
I'd rather it be like a straightforward mission that doesn't allow you to go outside into the world, but rather like, "Here, I'm going to give you the material to build this," rather than, "Oh, hey, build this." Like, okay, how? I don't know. Like, figure it out yourself, and then you realize, "Oh, I got to punch a tree to get wood."
Right. Collect all the stuff.
Like, rather it's either. So an NPC should have said, "Hey, go to that tree and get wood," or "Here's the wood and here's how you build it." You know, like
right.
I think that is a real slog. That was like, I'm like, oh my god, this end like please.
It took forever.
Right. So, overall, I would say like it's a 8 out of 10 experience. You know?
Like it's a solid
when it works.
Early access game. Yeah.
Right,
I don't know if they've really fixed the server issues. I think they have.
They
had to work with
on
like Epic.
Yeah. They had an emergency meeting. They were like,
they're like, this game's too popular. We need help.
Epic Game's like, popular.
Like, what?
You mean Fortnite? No.
You can have some Fortnite server space, but that's it.
Oh, you mean the Legos in Fortnite, right? No.
Palworld. Our own game.
Pals. Fortnite Pals? We haven't developed that,
the
right?
friends list? Yeah, it's in the game.
God damn it, man!
Stop.
But yeah, try it out. If you have interest, $30, you're not going to say
$30. If you have Game Pass, it's a no-brainer to try out.
Right.
Yeah, I mean...
yeah, try it out, and
pretty much let us know what you recommend it. Go check it out. So.
Check it out. Watch our stream of it when it worked. Will work better for him than for me. I also had problems that night. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, become a member today, join our Discord, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.